Yeah. I saw him trying to do the squabble or whatever after she brought the touchdown.
Yeah.
He's he's a character. He that's, like I said earlier, it's how he gets the most out of people, and that's why guys want to play with him.
How many people wore the shirt today?
I know I had it on.
Bink tweeted something like, "I'm gonna wear that shirt."
Yeah, he gave them out last year at Christmas to a couple of us, so I figured, I saw that and I was like, well, I figured I'd throw it on for him.
So he came up with the shirt.
Well, yeah, it was, a group effort, but yeah, he came up with the shirt. He made him for us, so.
Is energy like a big part of his game, like as a coach?
For sure. I think that's at this point, in the season, it's good to get that energy back in practice and get the guys to believe that we can go out there, and win. Act like this thing is, the start of the year and a brand new start for us, and that's how you go out there and you win games. If you don't have you don't have that energy, then you don't have a chance. So.
And for you personally, like, how big has he been for your development, your confidence? Undrafted rookie coming in and beating an incumbent for the job. And, having faith with you maybe through some early struggles last year, like how big is he?
For sure. He was the coach that gave me my opportunity, and he's worked with me through a lot going over the last, I guess, year and a half now. He knows his stuff and he knows how to work with specialists and get the most out of us just like everybody else. But he's allowed me to work on things and he demands a lot, and so the standard's high for us, and so that's what's demanded. So that's the standard.
Just how different did practice feel? Sorry.
Yeah, it was obviously we're not out there for the entirety of it, but yeah, the energy was back. He let the D-line pick the playlist today. There's all kinds of little stuff that that I feel like kind of drove practice and helped add to that energy that I think we felt today.
A non-Rizzi question. How fast is Hayball? Like, is he as fast as he looked on that?
Yeah, no, he's as fast as he looks. I think that was a little bit of a coming out party for him to realize that. But yeah, if every once in a while, if you check the film on covering a punt, he'll get down there almost a little too fast. We got to pull back the reins on him a little bit. But I don't know what kind of 40 he ran. I might have to ask him that. But yeah, he can run. I think that's whatever that next gen 20 miles an hour or whatever. It's not easy to do. Yeah, so.
I think it'd be Brandon.
Yeah.
I think Riz called him the Australian Flash. Is that an official nickname?
Yeah, that was what Rizzi called him. So he ran it. We had that call. It was a good call at that point in the game, and I think that was the drive. I was able to hit that 51-yarder, so we were able to get some points out of it. So it was a good call.
Do you know if Matt liked that nickname?
I'm assuming. It's not a bad nickname. Most of the nicknames we get nowadays aren't very positive, But yeah, I'm sure he's a fan of that one, and we've known he can run, and so it's fun to for you guys to find out about that.
You said Riz has a sense of humor, right?
Oh yeah.
So what are the ways that can help, maybe even diffusing difficult conversations and stuff like that?
That sense of humor. Obviously we meet, we practice, we literally do the same thing every single week when it comes down to schedule wise, and so that humor helps grow that relationship with players, and obviously as a head coach and as a coordinator, there are tough decisions and tough conversations to be made, and that sense of humor is just him. It helps break up the meetings. It helps keep you guys' attention, and it's refreshing to have somebody that got a little personality and he can get after you if you need him to.
I have a quick kickoff question.
Okay.
Is there has that process, just in terms of how you kick the kickoff, as you've kind of done it throughout the season, have there been changes? Have you kind of learned as you've gone in that regard? Like, what's the best option? Yeah,
I'd say from the start of the season, I guess it's been the same on the approach that we've taken. But once that new rule passed and whatever month that was, in OTAs where everybody was kind of trying to figure out how we were going to play it. I've adjusted some things versus initially what I thought might work versus what we've kind of fell into and what's working now. But we're going to put the ball in play. We have a good cover team. I don't know where we're ranked up and all that kind of stuff, but I know we're up there, and I know if I put it down there around the goal line and force them to make a return, our guys are going to get them down inside the 30. And so I guess the approach has changed a little bit as the season goes on. But it's all about it's all about what the return team's doing and where we're trying to locate the ball and where we can take advantage of and back them up in their starting field position.
I mean, do you have to have kind of a variety of different kicks you can?
For sure.
hit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just obviously we play a lot of our games indoors, but you got to be able to drive it a little bit into the wind and got to be able to take some off. Just like Carolina, I hit a couple touchbacks and that was not intended. The ball just kind of got lifted up a little bit in that swirl. So yeah, it's like got to have a little bit different shots, whether it's drawing it, trying to hit a knuckle, trying to hit out the back, and then still being able to hit that touchback out the back of the end zone when you need to in certain points of the game.
How would you describe Riz as like a culture builder?
Yeah, definitely a culture builder. And he, I guess when he's asking me about relationships earlier, and it's a culture is all about buy-in. Whether it's it doesn't really matter what the culture is, as long as just like any other play, you got 11 guys doing this what they need to be doing on a play, you got a chance. And so when you got everybody bought in on a culture, then you got a chance. And so I think that'll develop as time goes on, and so yeah, I mean he has player buy-in, and that's all you can ask for. And I feel like in a time like this, and to start building a culture, I guess like we're trying to do.
What's he do to get guys to kind of buy him? Like a lot of people wouldn't want to wear like a shirt with their coach on it. You know what I mean? Like it seems like people like genuinely like love him.
Yeah, I mean that's just Riz. The guys have always liked him. The guys have always had a relationship with him, and you got to have a special coach that's going to put himself out there a little bit to be that way. So the guys are pumped, and I think it'll show on Sunday.